everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a tiny bit of a different video, and I decided to talk more about mental health and what is it that we are actually putting into our bodies and more importantly minds, and what do we get as a result of that. So the reason for this video was purely because this week is if you guys are part of advertising community, you would know that there is CANNT Festival going on. And for those of you who can't attend the CANNT Festival, there is a CANNT Festival, and my company had organized this, and we had several speakers come on and talk about the future of advertising and the new technology and etc. So one of the speeches really stood out for me, and it was all about artificial intelligence. So there was one sentence where the presenter had said, like, if you put in the mess to a machine or to a computer, you program it wrongly, you're gonna get a mess out. So it really hit me, and it really struck a chord with me, because I was thinking, it's so simple and so powerful, and it just so also applies to us and as a human beings, and we perhaps are not even thinking about ourselves in that way, that we might think that, you know what, if I eat junk food or I smoke, this is somehow going to manifest in our body. But we don't perhaps think that much about what is it that we are putting into our minds and how this is going to manifest. So you know, the people that you're friends with or you listen to, or the magazines or books that you're reading, or the TV shows that you're watching, and it's all about those small things in life that actually ripple through your life. So the chances are the way you act at work or you are with the people is influenced actually by the people that you surround yourself with, and especially when it comes to people that are closest to you and that you spend so much time with. So for example, if you were growing up in a critical environment, chances are that you will perhaps be very critical, perhaps to yourself and towards others. So now the main question is, how do you want to show up to the world? What is it? Who do you want to be? How do you want to come across? Now, Jim Brown had said, you are, and this is what I think he had said, so you can Google the quote after all, I'll just put it down in the caption below, is that you are the average of 5 people you hang out with or you spend your time with. So think about it, like always choose people that are good for your growth, for your mental health and well-being. You see, the part of getting messed in and getting messed out is that machines cannot control what's coming out, right? They were programmed that way. They can't come and say, I want help because my program is running wrong. But when it comes to people, that's the main difference. We can actually go and ask for help. But the question is, do we do that? And how often do we do that? Do we feel like we live in an environment that is welcoming and non-judgmental for us to be able to share whatever is going on inside of them? And mental health is a serious issue, and especially at this modern age of social media, where everyone appears to have this perfect life on social media. They have amazing partner, go to fabulous holidays, and then there's this other side of social media, which is lots of hate, lots of trolls, which can also have a major impact on your life. And another thing that happened this week was that a girl called Sophie Gradon, I think that's how her name is pronounced, is the previous Miss of GB, and she was also participant on a Love Island, which is an English dating TV show. And this week, at the age of 32, she was found dead, and it was further revealed that she's been battling depression, and then unfortunately she has taken her own life. And it's a very sad story, especially in this modern age, and this is why I'm such a strong advocate of kindness, and because I feel that the kindness is the only true power, to be kind to each other and recognize that we all struggle, and perhaps see people that maybe appear the happiest, maybe going through the biggest struggles in their lives, and we truly never know. So let's just try and please be kind to one another as much as we can. I don't see how you can ever go wrong with that. And if you feel like you're struggling and that there is no one to help, I strongly encourage you to find help, like talk to a psychologist or find yourself a coach, or maybe before you can speak to your your family and friends. However, recognize that if you are perhaps battling depression or you have a serious issue, and don't get me wrong, no one wants to, this is the problem in the society, that no one wants to appear like they don't have it all together, which is pretty much ridiculous, because if you break your leg, you're not gonna try and fix it yourself. You're gonna go to a doctor. You're not gonna say, hey, well, I'm going to see if this bone fits, or I don't know, like I'm going to put the thing on it by myself. You would never do that. So why do you think that that's different to your mind? So always try to seek out help. Maybe first speak to friends and see what their suggestion would be, but professional help is all about helping you to get to a better place much faster. So I hear you say, well, it costs a lot of money, but I appreciate it does cost a lot of money, but it's really about the perception of the value. So if you go, let's say, to a coach, and you can get your life turned around depending on what is that you're struggling with within a half a year or a few months, as opposed to battling a depression for 10 years, like how much money would you pay to someone to do that? But in any case, look at the Google, look at Instagram, find a coach, find a psychologist, and go put your hand up and don't suffer in silence. Speak about it. There is nothing wrong. It's actually a sign of a strength for you to actually be able to ask for help. So if you would like to work with me, my email address is coachzuzana@zoho.com. If not, as I mentioned, there's plenty of other people. They're great and they would be able to help you. And this is it for this week's video. If you found it helpful, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, be kind, stay positive, and I'll see you next time.